Don't worry, you won't miss any important news with me here. Important news with me here.
Hello?
Comms terminal set to silent. Don't worry, you won't miss any important news with me here. Comms terminal set to silent. Don't worry, you won't miss any important news with me here. comms terminal set to silent. Don't worry, you won't miss any important news with me here.
Hello, hello, hi everyone, hello Tavina, hi. So, today, we'll be starting with, well, I guess I'll be starting with recruiting. That's actually
My name
very
is
important.
Formerly of the Pontifica Co.
But yeah, today will
My
be
name
short
is
stream. Okay, 2
formerly
blooms.
of Pontifica.
Short stream. I'm thinking like 2-3
from Operation
hours, maybe 4, but just like very short stream. Will very much just be starting I Portatori dei Velluti. We'll do like, I don't know, first 2 stages. I'll actually get some sleepy, yay! You're welcome. I'm just so nice, actually. I let my viewers sleep. I'm like such a nice guy. But before we start, we have a supplementary material, I think that's what you can call it. Which is this. Maybe I should have prepared this before the stream, but I did not have time. I did not have time. I'm such a busy guy. Nope, don't start yet. Don't start. Don't play ads either, please. Okay, I said don't start. I guess I will actually mute. Don't start! Fuck! I will mute the music. Hopefully this is not muted. Shouldn't be. I'm, not a professional React streamer, unfortunately. But, okay. We are watching Sovereigns of Beasts, The Unseen Companion. Does it have sound? Does it have sound? Yes, it has sound.
I knew from the very beginning that a day will come
I have no idea who's the one
when I
speaking.
will have to answer this question. For years you've been baffled, racking your brain to crack this secret. The darkest, most profound one that Terra holds.
Alright.
Our secret.
Gotcha, Mr. Dolly.
Back in the days when the herd still enjoyed the purest of joys, a disaster struck out of nowhere, sweeping across the whole land. As a boulder from afar streamed across the sky, igniting the firmament. The herd dispersed in utter despair. They ran as if there were no tomorrow, but they just couldn't escape the catastrophe. Ouch!
Oh no!
That must hurt.
Oh no!
But every story has a bright side. They did not completely lose their lives. Only a portion of their souls left their bodies.
I've had enough, Dolly. Stop being mysterious. Give me the mic back. This is no cliche tragic story. The real excitement starts in the next part, and we're just getting started. We, I mean the ghosts, embarked upon a great migration, which took us around to every part of the land where we left behind our footprints. Now you know who's the real ruler of this land, right?
We once had many companions in our group. We all looked alike and we were very close. Then we turned into me,
I
Well,
see.
I guess it's not so bad.
Then we continued on our journey until we came across that herd again. Sheesh, how much they
I
have
see. Okay.
It's been a long
That's
time since
kinda
we
what I
left,
was,
and they sure made some cool stuff.
you know,
while we were
theorizing
away.
about.
I'm impressed by your creativity. Nice job.
I think.
The problem is, could they even perceive
I understand
our
it right.
existence? Were we truly tangible to them? The answer is no. It's not that simple. But we could make a bunch of little critters and send them out to bring surprises to this land.
Dolly, time to teach your lambs to behave. Anyway, that's how it is. You think you're looking at me, but nope. You only see what I want you to see.
I see.
So this is our story, or should I say, the story of the Beast Aristocrat.
Not a fan of the name, but whatever.
I don't really love aristocracy.
Every one of us has found their greatest passion. Some became idols for people to worship. Some sneaked into the city to enjoy urban life. Some helped humanity record their history. Some even became a part of human society.
Okay.
Yes, at the end of the Great Migration, each of us had chosen a life to live.
But not everyone pursues the adrenaline thrill in primal beats, or the ultimate bliss of never-ending entertainment. There are those ambitious ones who aspire to regain the control of the herd's fate.
For far too long, you've shut the wolf pack out. Now the party is about to begin, and none shall stop the pack this time.
All right. Well, interesting. Interesting. So, if I understand, let me return to music. So, there were animals before the Originium was sent there.
Set to silent.
Um,
Don't worry. You won't miss any important news
those
with me here.
animals, like, either didn't die or died. So yeah, you might remember the Revenants were also created from Origin descended and wouldn't let them die. You're right, yeah. So this is basically the same. Wait, yeah. It is basically exactly the same. It's just Revenants were like the Tikas, right? I think that's what they were called back then. While these were just like animals that like, I think like a normal animals. When I say normal, I mean like sheep, for example. So yeah, no, that makes sense. And like, you know, the ones who died just didn't die, wouldn't let them die exactly. So they kind of became these weird ass aristocrats that like are not completely tangible but kinda are. And while the animals that actually escape actually, wait, no, because they called it the herd, right? Which they were the part of at the start. But those are now like humanoid. But they also came through the gate, didn't they? I thought that the ancients came like from Talos. Okay, so maybe I'm not following as much as I thought I was. But I mean, I think I get the gist. Maybe they did.
Set to silent.
Oh no, I do get it. Because right, no, I do get it. They came from Talos as the animals, and then on Terra they went to Originium, went to Dr. Race, like applied to Originum or whatever, then after that, they like evolved. Yeah, okay, no, it makes sense. I was just confused. I didn't realize the like timeline of what happened first. The ancients and elders did indeed come through the gate from Talos. Yeah. They were sentient, but they looked like normal animals. Yep. Normal animals are sentient, so I think that's how it works. Okay, well, that's interesting. And then the end, they said something about the wolves. Do I play it again? The end there. That they wanted to. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll play it again. Actually, the wolves want to control their descendants, basically. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I just want to see the line exactly how. Oh wait, I need to just mute the. Okay, I'll also give it like.
There are those ambitious ones who aspire to regain.
Right, and the herd were like the ones that like, well, all of them before.
Shut the wolf pack out.
And this is like the aristocrat, while these are probably. Wait, are the small wolves then all just the creations similar to like the how Mr. Dolly makes the small sheep? Because only like this big one, I'm guessing, is the like, how were they called? Something aristocrat. Beast aristocrat, yeah, right. And then the wolves play a little game.
Shall stop the pack.
Not quite, it's more like how Mr. Dolly used to be torn of guys before they fused together. Okay, so these wolves did not yet fuse together, or... Oh wait, Dolly is the only one who had fused. You know...
This time.
The only one we know that fused off. Maybe Emperor ate a bunch of other penguins. Yeah, maybe. Well, it's just that I haven't seen like any more of the penguins, so I was guessing, yeah, they are probably like already fused. He just didn't decide to make a ton of little penguins back to interact with Word or something. Don't know. But yeah. Yeah. Alright, music back. Interesting. That makes like a lot of sense. Plus, you know, the thing with the animals is kinda what I was speculating about before. They just added the fact that the ones who died did turn into these beast aristocrats. Died like when? Actually,
set to silent. Don't worry, you won't miss any important news with me here.
Okay.
Can I use this place as the backdrop for my next stream?
I get it perfectly.
No? I wonder if the people... Can I get my beauty sleep in
Let
here?
me quickly reset my provisor.
Can I apply for a more comfortable chair?
Who has an uncomfortable chair, as we all know.
Good. That's conducive to getting my work done.
The decor here is really different from back home.
You need any supplies? Just let me know.
And yeah.
A wonderful place. Let's have a drinking party tonight.
So... yeah. They also like shown the silhouettes on some of the others, but yeah, I'm guessing like all the weird animals are something that way. They've shown the lion, which is like the lion that Vina has, I'm guessing. They've shown the Duck Lord, who I like don't know much about. I've read like 4 lines about them in IS. Gavin, yeah, that's the name. I mean, I don't think they showed him, but there was the High Priest. Duck Lord is a valid character because, yeah, he only shows in IS, yeah. Yet, I mean, so far. And also has a plush to Eureka has. But yeah, I mean, actually, is there a difference if I go that way or I go here? Oh, retracing our steps is now here. Rerun. Right, okay. And yes, that's why High Priest can die. Yeah, that's why none of them can die. They are stupid. They are so stupid they can't even die. But yeah, okay. I've done this like fucking, you know, not even 2 weeks ago because it had a rerun. But now let's actually play it. I think since I've done it so recently, I just won't be doing the stages like at all on this one. I'm just gonna go through the story. Since I've also done it with my Penguin Logistics team, right? Because I'm already using that one. So yeah. My character on the Duck Lord after this came out was that he's the reason the May is hunting Penguin Logistics. He's rival with Emperor, so he tricked May, also a duck, into going after them. That's pretty funny, yeah. I still did not hear much about May. I've seen more May in the past 2 weeks than like in my entire life before, because I just keep using her in a stronghold. But yeah, let's get to it. That is a fun theory. I will open my notes. And yeah, we're going probably just like the story stage 1. Maybe stage 2, I don't think so. I have some cool plans later. But this is like a quite a longer story as far as I know. So if I start just 2 stages today, then we can finish it in like 2 streams after that. Oh, no, yeah, May's literal only story appearance is harassing Istina in Children of Ursus. I see, okay. Well, I've read Children of Ursus. I've read that one. New Urban Management Act. The Urban Management Act of Nova Volsini is hereby passed into law. Welcome to a new era for Siracusa citizens. November 5th, 1100, 8:10 p.m. Is everybody here? Look behind you. The whole street belongs to us. An awe-inspiring pack of wolves. Good. No one should miss the carnival. The weapons? The secret weapon cases have been opened by the Don's orders. Guns, bombs, staves, crossbows, everything is a fair game. Good, but remember the most important thing. Keep your mask on. Nobody cares who's behind the mask, which family they are from. Nothing you do will be punished. Carnival, Syracusa's greatest festival. Interesting. Cut down our foes. All the famiglia that oppose us will be swept aside. Nothing shall stand in our way in Syracusa. What about the officials in the city hall? They are even worse than the other famiglia, those slugs that keep babbling about their lofty ideals. The courthouse is right there behind us. They can sit and watch in that proud white tower of theirs, or get a crossbow bolt in their throat if they don't behave. I like the sound of that. Do you smell in the wind? It's the smell of blood, just waiting for a chance to spill. Tonight, there's no Grey Hall. There are no laws, no rules, no order. Tomorrow, there will be a new order in Siracusa, starting with a new city. Is this like a purge? Do they just have like a holiday or like something, carnival, where they just can do what they want? Yeah, Siracusa's greatest festival. Alright, I think the speech has gone on for too long. I'm Noemi, trainee officer at the Nova Volunteer Policy Department. As an aside, the story has three clearly defined acts, so you could do an one act stream. Well, is the first act really short? Because I really have like 2, maybe 3 hours. I could push it to 4, I could, but then I would be really late, and I'm already gonna be late, you know? I mean, I told them that I'll be late, and if you tell someone you'll be late, you're not actually late, right? But yeah. Jumper probably not, yeah. I'm Noemi, trainee officer at the Nova Volsini Police Department. Look around. There's nowhere to run. They all have pizzas, I see. According to a new Urban Management Act, even a member of the Dodici family must undergo a background check and standard registration prior to entering Nova Volsini. Your previous acts of violence are on record, and the violence that you are planning will not go unpunished. Illegal ownership and usage of weapons is a serious crime. How long is the first act? Like, is that like 3rd stage? Where do you think you are? Here, Nova Volsini has no place for Famiglia. Got. Okay, yeah, they are making a movie. Somehow, that was a thought that I had for a moment. I thought I had it all memorized. I don't know why. I was kinda considering, by the way, earlier, since I am doing such a short stream, that I would do just like a Stronghold stream. Which, I love Stronghold so much. But yeah, no, I'm playing story, because I love the story so much as well. And this is one I was really excited for, because more Lapland. There are only a few days until the carnival, Naomi. We need to finish this soon. Sorry, I don't think that my first task as a trainee would be shooting a movie. Are you nervous because of the camera? Or because the scene in front of you looks real? If it's the former, look at these blokes here. I'm nervous the day I will let slip the names of their favorite pizzerias while trying to say their lines. I worked at my papa's pizzeria before I started police school. Anyway, you look good on screen and have a decent memory. You're the best one for the job. If it's the latter, you're a graduate of Siracusa's first police academy. You're gonna have to stare into the eyes of wise guys at some point. It's your job. Both, I guess. I promised Papa that I'd finish my training and become a cop. I'll get my job done, whatever it is. Please, let me have another go. Alright, Venezians. Here we go for another take. Moan. 3, 2, 1, action. Hi, hello. What do you think? What answer would you like to hear? Maybe the actors playing the mafiosi should act more intimidating? Show just how far Nova Volsini has come? Or maybe you don't like how Venezia tracking is involved in the filming? But at least they have not attempted to challenge Novo Volsini's new Urban Management Act. They're just providing employees as extras. They didn't even ask for ass face in the promotional video. You know, I'm not doing this because I like it. I don't know, you look pretty happy in the limelight. Signor, it's almost time to shoot the speech. Be right there. I'll make sure you know I'm just the acting major. Not for long though. A grand festival, formal inauguration as a major, a promotional video. Your face is in every corner of the city, so that no one would miss it. We've talked about this, Lavina. We have done lots in this new city. We have founded the new city hall, enacted the new Urban Management Act, and put into place policies that exclude the mafiosi order. But we have yet to face a big question head-on from Signora Cecilia and the other famiglia that have designed designs on the new city. Is there a better time than now? Here, at the 1-year anniversary of Nova Volsini, we have invited all citizens, even friends from abroad, to come to Nova Volsini. We have revived the word carnival, which has not been used in at least half-century, and given it a new meaning, in order to demonstrate this country can and will change the old things that blind it, and it starts with this city. But how will painting a target on your back contribute to all you have said? We need a banner. And the family of Siracusa are waiting for a target that they can attack and harm. Just because the family just kept a low profile doesn't mean they have given up on controlling this city. They have their eyes on you. I'm not afraid of them. I won't let them have their way. Not again. I know how you feel, Leon, but what we need right now is not a reckless declaration of war. You need to protect yourself. I don't want to see you... Signor, are you ready? Coming. The trucks will have to be returned to the Union as soon as the shooting is done. They are needed for the festival preparations. I know, half the day is as much as a union can give us. Don't worry, it's all been arranged. I need to go. A lot to do at the courts. Is there trouble? Nothing major. Some issues with a few companies' registrations. There are no for loopholes. In the law would put my law school classmates to shame. About dinner. There's leftover pasta in the fridge. Help yourself. I had pasta today. No, what I mean is... I promised to join Demetri for dinner tonight. I can't avoid him forever. Take care of yourself, Leon. Keep an eye on the cameras in indicator light, Signor. We can begin when you're ready. Alright. Good evening, citizens. It is my honor to speak to you today as a citizen of Nova Volsini. I bring you an invitation. Welcome to a new era for Syracuse. Here. I had to walk 5 blocks and stand in queue to buy this salami, and this wine is the best from Nono's collection. He's not in any shape to drink anymore. Good, little Taylor, you're a good kid. There's so little to do at night in Nova Volsini, in the old days, on a night like this. Cocky whistling. Awkward whistling. Cut it out, Lucino. It's so damn dumb. I warned you last time when you tried to show off the jargon you learned from movies. Imitating a mafioso doesn't make you one. Besides, just get real. And stick to tailoring. Yes, sir. Alright, you got your wine and salami. I got to go. Going already? Thought you'd be pestering us for stories about the Famiglia again. Nono found out that I was hanging out with you. He doesn't want... anyone to be somebody? What are you doing outside, Lucino? The cops are stepping up their patrols ahead of the carnival. Don't let them catch you roaming in the streets. Nono's calling. That old man. Everybody respected us and feared us back in the day. Now we're letting an old tailor like Umberto walk all over us. Sure, follow the rules or whatever you end up. But the rule of Nova Volsini is to throw all the old rules out. Even big Famiglia with a seat in the Grey Hall, like the Saluzzo, have to keep the tail between their legs. How times have changed. Saluzzo. I'm going in. No. The suit's already packed. You remember where to deliver it to, right? Yeah. Come back right away if the customer doesn't have any requests after trying it on. No, this is a special client, and I know you always wanted to meet the real VIPs. I know. You've said it many times. I'll get your medicine on the way and come back as soon as I've made the delivery. Don't worry, just get some rest. Change is happening around us. Slowly but surely, we can all see it. We are taking back what should have been ours all along. Taking back our lives, our courage. The burden of history weighs heavy. Sometimes we find our feet mired in the past. But we will keep walking. We will never stop. We are still strong. November 5th, 1100, 9:37 p.m. I came here first. You're cutting the line. Which company do you represent, sir? I'm with the Truckers Union. I have important documents here I need Judge Lavinia to take care of today. I have an appointment with her. How important? Will it bring hundreds of millions of florin in investment to Nova Volsini? Well, no. Then it's nothing particularly urgent. I suggest that you remain patient with important business. While important business is being discussed behind those doors, involving numbers that you cannot even fathom. That is the biggest contribution you can make to the city. I must remind you, Judge Lavinia, that the law is founded upon the principle of fairness, and no one should receive special treatment. It is difficult not to suspect that you frequently target companies under the Saluzzo banner out of your own prejudice against us. Did you say prejudice? It is past 9 in the evening, Signor. Did you think I volunteered to do overtime unpaid and go through the ordeal by sitting in a room with you just so I could satisfy my prejudice? Here is Saluzzo's Venus review submission for their new winery, which lists 130 security personnel. Here is the revised submission, which instead lists 30 logistics personnel, 50 winemakers, and 50 technical personnel. You don't have to respect me, Signor, but the least you could do is respect the new Urban Management Act and have a modicum of common sense. What will it take for you to stop breathing down our necks? Easy. Nuova Volsini welcomes any honest business with open arms, but there is no place here for any dishonest famiglia. Saluzzo can sell his wine to Lat Canyon, Columbia, even Ursus for all I care. But not a single shelf in Nuova Volsini will carry wine bearing the label of Saluzzo's new winery until it passes the qualification audit. I'll give it to you, Judge Lavinia. Not one government or court employee has dared talk to us like this the entire history of Syracuse. The law of Nuova Volsini bends to no one. Get used to it, or things are only going to get harder for you. I've already wasted too much time with Saluzzo wines today, Signor. Kindly remove yourself from my office, and remove your men from the door, because they are in the way of the lady outside. I heard the inheritance that you show towards her. She deserves an apology. Good evening, Judge Lavinia. Sorry to take up your time, but please take a look at this. It's the dispatch record of the Truckers Union in recent days, recording the driver's cargo route and time of every dispatch. There's so much that it took quite a while to put together. I would like you to review it. Thanks, it's very detailed. But why are you asking me to review it? You said logistics around the carnival is really important, and to be on the ground of smugglers. Yes, but it was just a reminder. Besides, you're the president of the Truckers Union, Irene. You can make your own judgment. Oh, you recognize me? It's not like we haven't met before. The most diligent driver in Nuova Volsini, and the most trusted leader of the Nuova Volsini Freight Workers and Truck Drivers Mutual Aid Association. It's always going to be just Truckers Union to us. Without workers and drivers like you, there would be no Nuova Volsini. You should all be proud of yourselves. Thank you. I'll take the report. Thank you for your vigilance. I trust your judgment. Is there anything else? Well, the list of new truck drivers that we submitted last week hasn't been approved yet. I would like to provide my assurance for one of the names on the list. You understand, Irene, why we are very thorough about background checks for truck drivers. Of course, I know. Logistics is very important to Nuova Volsini. We can't give the famiglia a chance to get their foot in. Reproba from Ursus, with almost no social relations, and whose past is virtually unknown. You do see my concern, right? I promise she has nothing to do with the Mafia, and she's a great driver. Her resume is like this because she had some hard luck. She really needs a job right now. I'm thinking, Judge Lavinia, the laws of Nova Volsini protect us from the Mafia when our citizens need help. Perhaps... A mysterious Russian hyena girl? Am I supposed to know who that could be? Oh, I don't mean to pressure you. You should deal with it whatever way you see fit. You too, what up? You are too wound up, Irini. Yes? Well, I don't. I'll see. I can see that you are trying to keep your distance from me. I really like you, and Signor Bellone, Judge Lavinia. I really do. Thanks. Same for Summer. Summer? The driver who came with you to Nova Volsini? The one always with the lighter in his hand? You remember, he's my best friend. We came to Nova Volsini a year ago. Back then, a City Hall's notice about the Truckers Union had been up for half a month, but no one dared to apply, fearing Mafia reprisals. Summer and I read it a few times and were about to leave when you and Signor Bellone stopped us. You stood before the notice longer than anyone else. We came because we wouldn't stay in Sicilia. I remember what you said to me. I don't mean to make this awkward, but my life would be very different without you. I know you don't want the Famiglia, I mean companies, to interfere in Nova Volsini's logistics, and I know they haven't given up on it. The result, however, is that the Truckers Union has become the only legal transportation organization, and it is growing by the day. All our drivers have something in their past that they are not proud of, before they came to Nova Volsini. Anyway, we're all looking for a fresh start, a second chance. That's why you don't want to be seen to be too close to City Hall or the courts. Yes. I know there are many things that will take time to get there. But I promise you that the Mafia will never get a foothold in the Truckers Union. And I voted for Signor Bellone when he ran for mayor. Everyone can see how well he's done as acting mayor for the past year. I'm sure... Grumble. Oh. Haven't had a dinner yet? I'm fine. I'm not hungry yet. I still have some pizza here, if you don't mind that it's gotten a little cold. I can't possibly think of it as helping me out. It's too much for me to finish on my own, and we can't very well talk about work on empty stomach, can we? Besides, there's no greater crime in Siracusa than letting good and authentic pizza go to waste. If you put it that way, I guess it would be rude to refuse. Tell me more about the present state of the Truckers Union, Irene. Irene, I don't know. Oh, okay. Average pizza sales last month is up 5 times from the previous months. Oh, I mean dispatches. And the pizza sauce is really good. Maybe we should finish our dinner first. A friend once said something that really left an impression on me. Our power comes from the very lives we have created. Our power will protect all that we have built. November 5th, 1100, 10:52 p.m. Ah! This is the fifth slice of pizza and third glass of juice that you just eliminated. Are you that hungry? Shut up and drink this espresso. It's so damn sour. If we screw up this mission because this well makes me throw up, whose head am I going to give to the boss? Yours? Live with it. I just picked it up off the shelf. Nobody uses this frontage road anyway. Besides, it's just transporting a bunch of tires. What could go wrong? No need to get all worked up about an unimportant job like this. I'm tired of listening to your complaints for the past 2 months, Gambino. Haven't you figured out our new boss yet? Trying too hard to show off in front of him will only have the opposite effect. Fresh meat like us, we gotta be patient and wait for our chance. Well, ain't you the model employee, Capone? I thought you would at least show a little bit of, I don't know, shame. There's hardly any place for a Sicilian in Syracuse these days. I'm not Sicilian anymore. It's your shame, not mine. I just want to get my Nuova Volsini citizenship sooner rather than later. All the work I put in over the past 6 months. All the guarantee money I paid. And I'm only halfway to the required points. Halfway? You've got 50 more points than I do. Have you been doing community service while I wasn't looking? Shut your crap, Gambino. We are on our last chance, and you know it. Keep your eyes sharp on the street. It should be coming anytime now. You got any pizza left? Give me one. Kazo, it's cold. How do you even manage to eat this? Okay, well, these two are back. So that's cool. Ah, I'm late. You're late, Leon. I'm sorry. It's been a really busy day. Still working on the inaugural speech. Well, that too. We're planning a birthday party for an entire city. It's not quite the same as planning a party at home, is it? I'm surprised. You still remember? Of course I do. Did you think I was going to forget how you brought ginger ale instead of beer for the banquet and pocketed the difference to buy a car? Well, I guess that did happen. You sound distracted, Demetri. Do I? It's something. I guess it's been too long since we last saw each other. Take care on your way, Leon. Might have taken that as a threat if we weren't in Nuova Volsini. Enough joking and hurry. I'm waiting at the seat by the window. Leon Tuzo hangs up. Is Demetri playable? He has not seen the man on the other end of the phone for a year now. He knows what he wants and how to decline his offer. Because I'm pretty sure he's like on the cover image on the next Syracuse event. I think I've seen that somewhere. Lentuzo shakes his head as the thought of the reunion, which promises to be a less than pleasant one. Playable on CN, right, yeah, okay. A beam of light shines on his face. He does definitely look playable. Oh. Cool art makes me worry about the car crash. What the? Who drives like that? Wait, that vehicle. Hey, what's going on with my steering wheel? Yeah. That's like the type of art you see before a car crash. But that's not really a surprise because he has a fucking road silent condition monitor. Right, yeah. And an executor specialist icon in his art in IS. He's a fighter guard for some reason. That's funny. Keep your distance. It's dangerous. Out of the way. Make way for the stretcher. Signor, can you hear me? Hang in there. The ambulance is almost here. Where am I? Stay still, Signor. You have lost a lot of blood. Who is that? The last thing Velluti remembers before he loses consciousness is a blurry yellow silhouette. A taxi. No, that's an ambulance. It's not a taxi. An ambulance is like a taxi to the hospital, right? That's an argument I've heard some Americans say. The carnival has brought countless visitors from Syracuse and beyond to Novo Volsini. The taxi does not seem different from any other that carries visitors across the city. Except for a great, strange shadow that it wears. Oh. Not cast by the towering buildings, nor the trick of the neon lights. It is the shadow of a wolf. The taxi slitters through the city like a ghost carrying a wolf from the wilderness. Slower, Lapland. Lapland, yippee! Look at her. What? The ageless, deathless Signor de Lupi, afraid of being thrown out of a car? It's your car I'm worried about. Keep driving it like this, and it will fall apart. We managed to get it fixed when it was just a bunch of scrap metal lying out there in the wilderness. It's strong. Trust it. Employed? Yeah. Or do you not trust my driving skills? I don't fool around with my own life, except when necessary. You don't want the police to find you and throw you in jail. Or the mafia to find you and throw you into a meat grinder, do you? At least, not yet. We're getting better at reading each other's minds, Zaro. We still have a carnival to go to, after all. I thought you would scorn the carnival for lacking any revelry, seeing all the colorful lights and balloons that line the streets. Of course not. Carnival had been a thing for centuries, dating back to when Syracuse was just a backwater province of Blood Canyon. Zaro being forced to play straight man in this event is so funny, yeah. I can see that. I know that Lapland is the boss of this side story, but I kinda have no idea how that's happening. And even then, in the boss, she doesn't sound exactly like malicious, like she wants to fucking kill you because you're having like a friendly little competition in killing enemies. So we'll see how we'll get to that. The Lupo of Syracuse found that they were still restless and uneasy, even after getting their own city and the Order of the Famiglia. And so, for a few days in a year, the Famiglia ran amok in the city, setting scores, fighting over territory, or simply engaging in wanton violence. Assault, arson, robbery, murder, everything was fair game as long as you had your mask on. The first thing Signora Cecilia did when she came to power was to abolish the festival, but Nova Volsini has persuaded her to permit its revival. They hope that reviving the festival without the brutality and cruelty would give this blank slate of a city new meaning, and a sense of belonging for the people who have come to seek out a new life. Oh, we have to play ads now, so short break, and I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back, but I need another moment. It's one of those when I'm fucking distracted half of the time, you know, one of those streams. Yeah, it's again about the tournament, you know. All right. Yeah. Let's continue then. I wanted to check something. No, nothing, I guess. Is that not a carnival? Is that not carnival a wonderful thing? Have you gotten into poetry now? Your showmanship is beyond mortal help, Lapland. Okay, maybe I need another. Okay, yeah. Just excited about it. We just got a teammate for our team. Woohoo! For the Stronghold tourney. I promise that the Reborn Festival will be an unforgettable one for everyone, Velluti included. For everyone, Velluti included. Hope you remember our agreement. This round is coming to a close. Do not disappoint me, Lapland. As I said, our battle will continue for thousands upon thousands of years. Well, strap in and hang on. Alright, alright. Right, I will read this if there's something important. Regulation on fireworks. Enjoy the festivities, but don't light yourself on fire. Okay. And astray. Take care not to lose your way when sailing through a bog. Let me start making notes. As I said, we'll probably... Okay, I think I can do 2 stages. Actually, Tavina, since you said it's like clearly like 3 acts, where does like the first act end? Would it be like around 3? Or, you know, that would be like third of the story. But I don't know, that's just like a little guess. I'm a ghost, you know, I can't wear seatbelts. Well, it's kinda dangerous to not wear those. Need to change my notes to BV1 before. I mean, that only took like an hour, so like I can maybe do like 2 stages. Yeah, like normal ones, plus the story one I've already done, you know, right? What are you shipping? Fine. Oh, waybill number? SZ990183. What's the company? Sorry, don't know what you mean. The goods you're hauling there, what corporation owns them? How's that hard to understand? Haha, you must be new. Doesn't understand how things work around here. So light, listen and learn. You should ask, what famiglia are you with? You... Sorry, Signor. What's the company? Saluzovino. Right. Your information checks out. Go on ahead. Don't look at me like that, and don't try to bring the old ways over here. Look at the sign above the port. You're in Nova Volsini. Okay, this, I'm guessing, is the first act. The Metropolitans. Okay. I'll try to reach for my copy that's in like a very inconvenient place. Well. Give me a sec. I'm dropping things on my ground. Yeah. Because the ground is mine. Boss, you came just in time. I got something to discuss with you. We're not taking any trucks out today. We're gonna fix up the roads around camp. If Sandro blows another tire next time he backs up, he will have no one to blame but his own bad luck. Haha. Also, the custom-made tent has arrived. We're planning to set it up near the western exit. The new campsite is huge. There's room for the awning, water purification system and barbecue grill in the relatively quiet area, which should help the new recruits adjust more easily. Also added an outdoor projector screen so that the people in the camp can enjoy a little entertainment. When I have time, I'll go rent some Rainwood films. I know what you're gonna say, no mafia flicks. By the way, I heard City Hall has already started building a new resettlement area. Haha, well, they'd better hurry up otherwise. I might not want to move out when the time comes. Right now, the trucks can only park in the camp. Everyone has to live in the trucks. It's really inconvenient, especially for guys with families. But at least we don't have to deal with those big families anymore. These trucks belong to us. Standing together to protect them gives us a sense of security. A movie night? Yeah. Right. Sometimes I look at the camp over there and think... By the way, boss, why didn't you come back last night? Okay, I for some reason didn't finish it. And think... who would believe that this was a barren wasteland just a year ago? By the way, boss, why didn't you come back last night? You all distracted me. I almost forgot what I was doing here. Bring me the district heads. Sandro, Ginter, Sommer. Sommer isn't here. Huh? Isn't he off work today? I told him so many times already. I get why he wants to bring Guri to Nova Volsini for treatment as soon as possible. Guri is my little sister too. I told him I'd do my part to help. I told him to stop taking extra long hauls all the time. Boss, don't get mad. It's probably not what you think. What about the unlucky loner? She isn't here either. I haven't seen her since last night. That's weird. Whatever. Gather up everybody still in camp. We need to help Judge Lavinia investigate some things. The sun is shining brightly. The cordoned off area has turned the bustling street quiet. Bloodstains mingle with the tired tracks on the ground as police officers rush back and forth. Nova Volsini is not as rainy as the other cities in Siracusa. Without the rain to obscure it, the accident scene stands out all the more strikingly. Have you made any more progress? The surveillance around here is broken, so we could not obtain any video footage. Here we can see the tire marks left by Signora Bellone's car and the other vehicles that have since left the scene. The collision occurrence at the corner where there's a bad blind spot. There's also a traffic light there though, so the two cars shouldn't have collided, and yet both veered oddly at almost the same moment. That's when Signor Bellone's car was struck by the other vehicle, which quickly fled the scene. It may have been a routine traffic accident, but we cannot exclude the possibility that it was... Yes. Have you learned anything new about the mystery vehicle? It's just as we concluded last night. Large box trucks of some sort. I see. Delivery trucks, shuttle buses, fire trucks, specialized construction vehicles, box trucks. It's the size of this size are rare in Nuova Volsini. I've already asked Airini to help me investigate. The truck drivers are much better equipped than we are to find clues. Judge Lavinia, Signor Bellone. The fractures and internal bleeding have been addressed through surgery, but a severe concussion has left the patient in a coma, at least for now. In a sense, we can say the patient is out of mortal danger yet. Will he recover? As a doctor, I will not promise anything. However, as a citizen of Nuova Volsini, I sincerely hope Signor Bellone makes a full recovery, and I'll do my best to make that happen. I wish you the best of luck, Judge Lavinia. They did it. They made a move. Judge Lavinia, should we grab some of the mafiosi and then... Don't even think about it. That's the Famiglia's way. It's not our way. Forgive me, but I think if anyone had a reason to harm Signor Bellone, it would be one of those Famiglia bastards. We shall find the culprit no matter who they are. They must be brought to justice. But who could it be? The Saluzos? The Venezias? The Medicis? The Leotis? The Texases? Lavinia turns her gaze to the restaurant on the corner. The restaurant is small, and the seat by the window faces the middle of the road. Demetri invited me to dinner tonight, and I promised he might be there. I can't keep avoiding him forever, Lavinia. Okay, you know what? That's suspicious with what he said as well on the phone. Leon, what is wrong with all this? A little. Signor Antonia, I've already trimmed the stray fur on your ears and tail. The next step is applying the conditioner. This might take a little while. Feel free to close your eyes and rest for a spell. No problem. You just do your thing. Is this your first time here? Yes, it is. Carlos said if your own person owners had not fallen ill. Well, in any case, it's my honor to serve you today. Don't be nervous. You are doing a great job. Thank you. Our family has spent generations studying lupo fur. We started as traveling craftsmen and eventually opened the first grooming center. It's been hundreds of years, and we've gathered plenty of expertise along the way. Lupo fur is generally coarse with inner and outer layers, while Pero fur is much finer and softer. At first glance, they may seem similar, but in reality, they are worlds apart. That's why I specially formulated this conditioning treatment for you. Its blend of rich botanical essence can help firm up the fur while still retaining key nutrients. Nutrients? Dimitri, I can't believe you hit Leon with a truck from inside the restaurant. Yeah, exactly. Why would he do that? Why would he have a fucking truck in a restaurant? That's inconvenient. Most restaurants can't fit one of those. What do you think? Do you like it? Of course. I've put so much care into this whole thing. Signor Antonio, you are kind and gentle. You're not at all as scary as Carla said. I think there must have been some misunderstanding. I'm just a simple businessman. Who would do business with a scary man? By the way, Signor Antonio, would you like to try a semi-permanental styling for your ears and tail? That way, their shape will be more defined and look better. Plus, no one will be able to tell you aren't a lupo. Oh, hold on. It sounds like you have strong opinions about my ears and tail. Well, I heard Carla say you wanted to look more like a lupo. Huh, you mean to say that I, as a lowly pero, should rather look more like my own race? Oh, what kind of bad shit are you talking? Beast shit are you talking? Oh, Carla? I just wanted to show Signor Antonio here. That's enough. Shut your face. Get out of here. Scusa, Antonio. Don't worry about it. Not your fault. Here's our shopping invoice for this month. Antonio quickly scans the invoice and puts an X on the signature line. A batch of tires is arriving at the warehouse today, and you're in charge of inspection, aren't you? Why are you still at the estate? I'll head over right away. Don't worry, nothing will go wrong. Where are we? Wait. Let me go. Why did you bring me here? Quiet, ragazzo. Keep yelling and I'll color the rest of your face to match that black eye. Capone, keep an eye on him. I gotta go tell the boss. Boss, we got a problem. There was a car accident at the port last night. Lantuso got hurt. The acting mayor? That's big news. But what does it have to do with us? The truck that hit Lantuso was hauling our tires. It drove off before we could even answer. What? What do you mean, our tires? Our tires in quotation marks. The man paces the room, his heavy footsteps drowning out the sound of his labored breathing. Tires, yeah. Maybe the tires are tiring. Haha, the tires were tired. That's why he crashed, probably, you know? Yeah. He walks over to the large oak cask and quickly downs 3 cups of brandy. Antonio, right now you should be... Wait. I despise impatience. It clouds our judgment. Were there witnesses at the scene? Just one. Capone and I brought him back here. Good work. Now listen to me carefully. First, keep an eye on everyone in the household. If anyone goes somewhere they shouldn't be going, or is doing a job that shouldn't be doing, bring them to me immediately. Keep a close watch on the other famiglia in the city, the Saluzos, the Medicis, the Leotis. Figure out which famiglia seems the most nervous. They are the ones who made the move on Leontusa. I want to know who, at this particular moment in time, is so eager to upset the apple cart and the track from the accident. Are we just not gonna look for it, or... Go look for it, but don't do anything too drastic. As long as the truck itself wasn't defective, what does it matter who was driving, what cargo was being transported, or how it was connected to Venezia trucking? Go and reassure some of our other friendly truck drivers. Those longholders are more prone to losing their composure than the average man. Alright, I'll get right to it. Wait a sec, Carla. Gambino, you handle this. Bring some of the boys with you. You got it, boss. Antonio, I'm sorry. It was my mistake. No one could have predicted that sort of thing would happen. You're supremely talented, Carla. You have been in this famiglia longer than I have. You oversee half the vehicle repair stations in Monelupe. If I were you, I'd probably be wondering myself, however would that Pero Antonio get so many opportunities, getting to manage the business of the new city on his own? We hadn't married the old man's daughter. I don't... Listen to me, Carla. All the cities, including Nuova Volsini, have to follow the rules. Those who do not follow the rules, well, they don't get to walk away with decency. This is what the Don told me, and now I'm telling it to you. Please, give me another chance, Antonio. The Don should arrive in Nuova Volsini in the next day or two. I don't want him to be bothered with this nonsense. Got it? Oh, of course, Signor. Thank you. Wait a second. There's one more thing we need to discuss. That grooming specialist I had just now, I really don't like him. I got it. I'll fire him at once. No, I don't mean that I dislike his work. I don't like him personally. I got it. You won't see him again. I don't like this guy. I don't like Antonio. Antonio kinda sucks, I think. Did you find it? Nope. We looked through several parking lots, but didn't find any trucks that looked like they had been in an accident. The Truckers Union owns thousands of vehicles, and almost none of them have been idle these past few days. If we checked them one by one, we wouldn't finish until after Carnival was over. Boss, Judge Lavinia asked you to help find clues, but now you are targeting the Truckers Union? It's almost like you think one of us hit the mayor's car. When it comes to big box trucks in Nuova Volsini, who is more involved than us? There are plenty of guys of other groups involved. There are the vehicle factories, the repair stations, the Nuova Volsini port. We're grooming specialist? Yeah. I wish he could have groomed more people. Besides, none of our trucks passed through that intersection at the time of the accident. Alright, Pedro. Obviously, I do not believe the folks from the Union would do something like that. This is just for peace of mind. Signor Bellone and Judge Lavinia are both good people, are they not? Proving them we had nothing to do with this will save them a lot of time and effort. I'll help the police solve this case faster and find the real culprit. That's true. By the way, have you gotten in touch with Summer? He's covering several districts in the south, and having him check things out would be quicker. Not yet. Strange. Never mind. Let's focus on what at first hand. Alright, we'll keep searching. Who is it? Erini? It's me. Summer, you've been here, in the camp? Did you hear what we were talking about? Why didn't you come out? Why are your clothes all torn? And what's with the scratches on your face? What's going on? Last night. The truck that hit Lantuzo last night. Don't tell me. Yes, I was the driver. Okay. I must say that okay, well, that's suspicious, I guess, being a driver of someone who crashed into a car or something. I mean, that's not suspicious, because a lot of drivers crash into cars unintentionally. Well, what I was going to say, from what Leontuso described while he was driving, he kinda lost control of his car. It was like, you know, and so I'm thinking maybe the same thing happened to the truck, you know? So yeah, just saying that. Yeah, that's like what I wanted to say. Oh yeah, as I say, I've already done these with like this team, so I think I'll kinda just do the story. So one after. Dang it, Summers, yep. Summer? Yeah, okay, I don't know actually what his name is. I forgot how many of you there are. Yeah. I've sent Pedro and the others away, so no one will be coming to the camp for now. It's just one Summer. Hey, Rennie, you were with Judge Lavinia last night? Do you know how badly Leontuzo is injured? Is he... They were able to rescue him from the crash site last night, but his condition is not good. The tracker slumps into the chair like a deflated balloon, covering his face with his dirty gloves. He's still so young, and such a good man. Please, don't let anything happen to him. I really... What happened, actually? Was it an accident? I don't know. I was just driving along, and all of a sudden, my steering wheel wouldn't turn right. I didn't have time to react and crash the truck. By the time I came to, it was all over. But even if you panicked at the moment, you shouldn't have left a critically injured person by a roadside and driven away. Exactly. That is, I guess, suspicious, but it's also possible he panicked. It's still bad, by the way. Even if you panic, you shouldn't hit and run, very obviously. But it would be like a reason why he might do that. Do you realize that if first responders had arrived just a few minutes later, Leontuzo would have... I know you're not like that. Sorry, Rini. I really wanted to help him. I know I should have helped him. I'm not a bad guy. But I had to drive off. Why? Summer, talk to me. What was in the truck? Erin's voice starts to tremble. The driver stumped in his chair, looks pale. I'm sorry, Erini. Summer, what were you driving that truck for? Who were you driving that truck for? Venezia Trucking. Famiglia Venezia. The silence hangs in the air for what seems like forever. Then Erini finally speaks. Is this because of Guri? Don't try to justify it, Erini. I know I made a huge mistake. Why? Why do them rather than seek help? Why go to them rather than seek help from the Truckers Union? You're the most senior trucker in the Union. You know how unique our situation is in Nova Volsini. Both City Hall and the Famiglia are watching us like hawks. Erini, we all know how expensive Oripati medication is. Besides, once I bring Giri to Nova Volsini, between setting her and getting her into a good school, who knows how much all of that will cost. I'm here too, aren't I? I can help. You're just one who saved me back in Sicilia. Girl, Guri is my sister too. Erini, the Union can help me fix this. So you're gonna do it by yourself? No. Goods shipped in from other cities or shipment between local merchants. Every item we touch must be registered in advance. In the past 6 months, I've personally reviewed every single schedule, and we have passed all the routine inspections. How could you alone have managed to... Could it be that... I'm not doing this alone, Erini. So, none of you know where Summer went? It is possible he already ran back to Sicilia under cover of darkness. I mean, he did hit the acting mayor's car, you know. The police are going to throw everything they have in this case. Will we be exposed? Smuggling contraband is a red line for City Hall. Especially since we were doing it to help you. No, this has nothing to do with Venezia tracking. What? You mean you're gonna tie up all the loose ends? Tie up loose ends? Spoken like a true vice guy, haha. But no, I'm not. Relax. Do you see me carrying any weapons? Just keep your mouth shut, and everything will be fine. Capiche? Capiche too? But what if the cops start holding down our necks? We've been hiding the stuff from Erini and getting sweated by City Hall. All this time. If something real does happen, you can't just wash your hands of all this. Shrugs. If you really wanna pick nits here, we are even less to blame. Venezia Tracking has never violated the new Urban Management Act, nor has it even tried to infiltrate the Truckers Union or infiltrate with Nova Volsini's logistic system. What do you mean? Summer wants to bring his daughter here to treat her for Oripati, right? He already found a good hospital, but we can't afford to pay for the treatment. Instead, he's using Union trucks as private hospital vehicles to help the logistics department transport goods. Venezia Trucking is at the bottom of the list. When it comes to the hospital's financial backers, we have no connections to Sommer, apart from being in the same city. No, that's not true. And you're just a drunk who can't even sit up straight in the driver's seat half the time. You had to securely hire someone to drive for you just to keep your job. We signed a service agreement. I'll have you know, I'm just a driver for hire, trying to make some extra cash. I was sick, then they had to put me on painkillers. You got some kind of leverage over every single truck driver you approach. Nova Volsini values the rule of law. We can go to court and present the evidence piece by piece. Then we'll see whose hands are clean. You people are even scarier without weapons. Really? I'm glad you say that, because I used to think I looked like a dork quoting laws like that. Alright, calm down, everyone. Enough threats. Let's just fix this. You guys go from our tires. Go find our tires, and we'll handle the rest. Yeah, tires. I'll open my window. I need some of that air, you know. I think they say it's like important to breathe. Something like that, I've heard. How long has it been? They found me 6 months ago. I reckon that they had already dealt with a few dozen other drivers before then. What choice did we have? Running even one shipment for them pays more than we earn in a month. Besides, if we don't cooperate, they have plenty of ways to push us right out of the city. After Signora Cicialo took power, she implemented all these reforms. In all of Siracusa cities, the cunning guys adapted to the new rules far faster than we did. Are you speaking for yourself or for others? Erini, I beg you, help us. I promise you, once Carnival is over, we'll never smuggle anything for those goons ever again. Goons? You can turn me in, but please, you have to help the others. They really had no choice but to... The list of names. What? Don't try to fool me. If you guys were doing this stuff, you had to have made a list of names. Give it to me. At least tell me how many of you there are. Then I'll try to see what I can do. Summer puts down the lighter he was been clutching and begins searching through his pockets. Summer, why do you still have that lighter? I thought you'd quit smoking. It was a gift from you. I'm used to carrying it around. Actually, I found it lying around near the supermarket. There's no way I could afford to buy such an expensive lighter. Do you remember? After Grudy's mother passed away, you took over that supermarket, managing the business while raising your child. Then one day, you found me, homeless at your doorstep. You always say you just took in a delivery driver and cashier who didn't ask for salary, but I know you actually gave me a place to stay, a home. Later, Famiglia Tocco sent their sights on us. They were just a small family, but even after we stocked their products, they wouldn't let up. They threatened us, demanding we remove the competitors' items from the shelves. We told them we'd consider their request, but then that same night, a huge fire broke out in the supermarket, which is how Guri contracted Oripati. That's all in the past. Why are you bringing it up now? I found it. Here we are. We're probably bringing it out now, so we also know, right? Carmelo, Gianni, Ruggiero. What a surprise. Sorry. Don't say any more, Summer. Go to the storehouse. There's a wooden crate behind the truck that's been repaired. Bring it to me. But it's everything you own, isn't it? Alright, alright. Ah. Summer, what you don't know is I found that lighter right next to the scene of the supermarket fire. We came to Nova Volsini because we had nothing. Everyone makes mistakes at some point. But I can't let you destroy all of this. Why did we fill the bananas in supermarket with originum? Yeah, that sounds a bit dangerous. They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't make originum bananas. Judge Lavinia. I'm here to see Leon. I need to ask you for a favor. Do not disclose Leon's condition to outsiders. This info is strictly need to know. Sure, I understand. It seems I'm in the right place. Who are you looking for? This is a special ward. You can just barge in here. No, it's okay. Let her come in. Well then, I'll get going. Please find me if you need anything. Ah, it's Texas. Texas. Long time no see. Look at her, she's smiling now. Long time no see. I just grabbed some millefoliage. And macaroni downstairs. Have a bite if you were hungry. I'll keep an eye on Leontuza for now. I received your invitation. We never heard back from you. We assumed you weren't planning to return to Nuova Volsini. I was busy. Croissant's busy pushing Bison into organizing some new international project I can't read. Sora is just halfway through her tour of Syracuse, and XUCI, who know where she is run off to this time? Ooh, so Exo is somewhere. Somewhere. I've been managing bundle logistics myself this whole time, with far fewer staff and fewer orders. Tikas, yeah. It sounds almost like Tikas, if you spell it like that. Besides, these crowded celebrations really don't excite me. I prefer just stopping by when I'm on a delivery, assuming it's on the way. Then what brings you here today? What can I do? I have a boss who loves a good crowd. One night, we happened to spot that invitation and had me pack my bags on the spot. I'm assuming, by the way, that... well, okay, not assuming. No, yeah, I'm assuming that Emperor will appear in this side story. Also, Mr. Jolly will appear in this story. Just kinda sounds correct, you know? Just kinda sounds correct. He's very interested in the themed party you're hosting. He's cleared his calendar, shut down the ends of the earth for 2 weeks, and tracked me here all the way from Langman. Relax, Lavinia. You seem so tense. Leon, I've been briefed on it. It wasn't an accident. The police are still investigating. I just got back from the scene. I don't think it was an accident. Person of interest? Yes. The usual suspect. Uh-huh. Why? On the night of the Carnival Parade, Leon was supposed to officially announce his appointment as mayor of Nuova Volsini in the front of the procession. Forgot that Emperor made her go back to Syracuse. Yeah. Sounds like Emperor will want to do something. I kinda, I now understand what Emperor is, or something, but I don't know what does he want to do? He has like a logistics company and is a musician, but I kinda does he have any secret plan because, you know, he appeared in the last Siracusa event, pointed his gun at Zaro. It was like a really funny picture, but it went really hard. Yeah. It's not a strange decision per se, but he did seem a bit too eager. Even if he abandoned his family, he's still Bernardo Belloon's son. 1 year is not enough to people to forget the turmoil Bernardo once stirred in Volsini. Staying behind the scenes makes it easier for him to keep the government functioning. This is the safest approach. It's much better than him changing clothes, putting down his defensive staff, and stepping back into the spotlight. Nuova Volsini has only been around for a year, and he's barely managing to hold into his position as acting mayor, even with Signora Cecilia's backing. I told him all of this already. Right. Lavinia, your comms device has been flashing for a while now. Did they find new evidence? No, it's a message from the court. We have a case. That's kind of tricky. Honestly, I understand why Leon was in such a hurry. This year, the changes in Nuova Volsini can be seen with the naked eye. Many things that once existed only in our imagination have now become reality. Isn't that what Signora Cecilia wanted? Well, but it's not enough. Not nearly enough. We must show our presence to promote more changes. So I stopped trying to persuade him, but then... You're still the same as before. No, even more naive than back then. It's kind of nice. Texas, do you want to come with me? To the court? You know I'm not interested in crowded celebrations, much less official duties involving mountains of paperwork. I'm going to stay here and ensure Leon's safety. Right now, there's no one better suited for the job, right? Thank you, Texas. To be honest, if you had stayed with me in Nuova Volsini back then... I told you before, when my friends are in trouble, I'll come to help. I'm here, aren't I? I love Texas. Alright, that was before, right? No, that was after already. Okay, yeah, we can do one more, I'm doing one more stage, but that will actually be the last one. Probably. Maybe. Okay, paths taken. Where to go and whom you go with has never been a choice in Siracusa. Freight, workers and... Wait, what? Sorry, the name you said was too long to jot down. Nuova Volsini Freight Workers and Truckers Mutual Aids Association. We need to study the workers' unions in Victoria and Columbia. Oh, you can show my time. How convenient. If we want to fight back against the Famiglia, we need to unite amongst ourselves. There's strength in numbers. The shipping industry is the lifeblood of every city. To date, the Famiglia have established control of this industry in every other city in Siracusa. We can't let it happen here. In Nuova Volsini, trucking is not controlled by gangsters. The shipping industry belongs to the drivers and every other upstanding citizens of Nuova Volsini. But why me? I used to be a truck driver for Summer's grocery store. I'll bet it's a good one. In Volsini, there are only a few government employees who haven't accepted bribes from the Famiglia. You could count them on 2 hands. That's because... I'm sorry, Eirini. I privately looked into you and Summers fast. I know about that tragic incident, and I truly apologize. I was thinking if you simply hate the Famiglia that set fire to your supermarket, you could have easily accepted help from another family to carry out your revenge. But you didn't do that. It's just a little speculation on my part. Forgive me if I offend you. Thank you, Judge Lavinia. Eirini, regardless of whatever you are the best choice to head to Trackers Union, I believe you're a kind woman. Please, give this invitation some serious consideration, okay? November 6th, 1100, 4:47 p.m. Signora Lavazza, please wait a moment. Judge Lavinia is still holding court. She will come see you when she's finished. Alright, no rush. Those documents you're holding, are they for Judge Lavinia? I'll give them to her. No, at least not yet. I'll give them to her in a little while. As Eirini speaks, she tightens her grip of the notebook in her hand. May I ask you that case the judge is handling? Is it some dispute between the corporations or that car crash that happened last night? Neither. Strictly speaking, it's not a trial, but an appeal that even Judge Lavinia might not be able to handle. The main litigant is Nova Volsini civilian, but it's a unique situation. Judge Lavinia is the Supreme Justice on Nova Volsini. What kind of case would she not... Can I go listen in? Of course, you can sit and listen to the proceedings while you wait for the judge. I'll contact the Monteloup municipal government right away and ask them to help us catch the culprit. In the meanwhile, we will apply for Nova Volsini to take jurisdiction on this case. Do you think you'll be able to do it? I'll do everything I can. This isn't the first change of venue request we have submitted this year. But all your previous requests were denied, right? Even if they deny our request, I'll push hard to ensure my colleagues in Monteloup conduct a fair trial, so that the murderer is punished. Fair? Judge Lavinia, we all know what's going to happen if you do that. They will say it was my big brother who got drunk in the bar and started this. They will claim the mafiosi were acting in self-defense when a terrible accident occurred. You know that's not what happened. We went on a business trip to Monteloup because of Carnival and somehow offended the mafiosi there. They beat him to death in a dirty alley. Your Honor, I heard the mafiosi have already taken the judges and court workers out for dinner. You're telling me you can make sure there's a fair trial? My brother was a good man. He never did a bad deed in his life. We are among the first citizens to apply to live in Nova Volsini. Everyone loved my brother. I'm very sorry. You don't need to be sorry. This sort of thing happens in Syracuse all the time, does it not? Your Honor, I want revenge. I'm going to do this my way, by a method that is tried and true in our beloved Syracuse. I'm going to sell my possessions and hire an assassin to seek revenge with another rival Famiglia that holds a grudge against them. That doesn't sound like a stuff you could say to a judge. I don't know, just a little, just vibes, you know? Anyways, we'll be taking a short break. And yeah, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. But if I do that, will I be violating Nova Volsini's laws? Yes! Yes, you will! Give me actually another second. I did not bring myself a drink. VIB for like, you know, just like 30 seconds or so. Hey, I'm back. Hi. But if I do that, will I be violating Nova Volsini's laws? Will you pass judgment on me? Will Nova Volsini punish me forever? Yes, as required by the new Urban Management Act. Nova Volsini's laws are very strict and very effective. However, they only apply within Nova Volsini's borders. Don't you find that to be funny? What's she supposed to do? Make laws for the fucking entire planet? I know it sounds cruel, but that's how the laws were written. Nova Volsini is a very special place, and its laws are what make it special, but they are also its greatest shortcomings. But please believe me, I will do everything I can to help you. No, Your Honor, my brother was wrongfully killed. I want to revoke my Nova Volsini citizenship and return to Montelupa. How could this have happened? There is nothing we can do about it. Nova Volsini is a special city. The Nova Urban Management Act, both in its content and its applicability, conflicts with Syracusa's historical tradition. I realized I have to do one more thing. I'm like staying here, but I need to write someone a message. So, just like, yeah, as I said, one of those undistracted the whole time streams. Okay. Nova Volsini is a special city. The Nova Urban Management Act, both in its contents and its applicability, conflicts with Syracusa's historical traditions. In a sense, it's completely alien to the country as a whole. This is precisely why the last law must stand. This is not the first time we have seen something like this happen this year. Sorry, I should not tell you these things. No, thank you for sharing this with me. Something smells weird here. Irini, the Union can help me fix this. This is Nova Volsini. Its laws bend for no one. The sad citizen walks by them, saying nothing. Erini cannot read any expression on his face. Signorina, Lavazza, Judge Lavinia's handing the paperwork for this case. Handling. I'll go talk to her. You wait for me here. Judge Lavinia, are you doing okay? I'm fine. Where's Erini? Didn't you say she's been waiting for me for a while now? That's weird. She was just here. Did she tell you anything? Did she find the missing track? Shakes head. Knowing her, she probably discovered some new evidence all of a sudden and rushed out without saying goodbye. She will get in touch with us soon. By the way, the police station just called. That Carteldo guy you were asking them to find, they located him. Texas puts the weapon aside and opens the window. She's a little bored. It is rainy season, yet there isn't a cloud in the sky. The bustling pedestrians are bathed in bright sunshine. She almost does not recognize the blade in front of her, the one she had stepped on a year ago. After all, that year it still belonged to Volsini and experienced constant downpours, forcing her to spend hours every day drying her tail. If Leontuso was not lying in the hospital, Texas might almost believe that Siracusa is getting better. Boss, you stuffed those vinyl records in your suitcase. Are you afraid they will get scratched? Like I got a choice. I don't like Siracusan smooth jazz. Sounds nice and fancy at first, but it might as well be tails brushing the dirt while a pack of wolves gnaw at each other. Carnival parades, concerts, there's gonna be music everywhere. I just wanna see some old friends. Ain't out to get my ears violated. Old friends? You mean your people are going to? We used to go all the time. Now the Syracusans are throwing another team party. After all these years, I mean, they're definitely gonna show up. Hey Texas, you say you ain't into it, but you got your bags packed quicker than I did. I didn't have much to pack. We won't stay very long. We'll be back as soon as it's over. Sounds like you sure something's definitely going wrong this time. Look, Zara lost his game. Your deal's null and void. You and Siracusa and those old friends, they ran some games I got no interest in. But everything they needed seeing to, you got seen to. The last Texas ain't nothing no more. You don't got no high hopes for Siracusa, so what's it matter if you get better or worse? You don't wanna say, or you don't know? Forget it. I mean, I'm saying you can stay in Langman and watch the house. Texas closes the window and pulls 2 letters out of her pocket. The first is an invitation from Nova Volsini City Hall, stamped with the court seal and signed by acting Mayor Leontuso. The other envelope is empty. Its front side colored purple, has a sloppy drawing of a white wolf and a bunch of grapes in the corner. Lapland. Irini leaves the courthouse as if she's fleeing something. She doesn't dare to look back on what just happened, what she experienced, or the struggles she went through. The taxi stops right in front of her. She does not remember whether she hailed it or not. I mean, Lapland is a taxi driver. Where you headed? The tracker camp. Oh, never heard of it. 500 Velluti, Torino. It's very far from here. On your farthest plate. It's not surprising that you've never been there. Okay, it's probably not Lapland. Tough day, huh? Uh-huh. You're the gloomiest customer I've picked up since arriving in Nuovo Volsini. Why are you so sad? The carnival parade is just a few days away. Everyone is happy about their new lives in this city. No? Speaking of which, I love this new city. Look at these festival-decorated streets, the wonderful parties, and the carefully prepared food. There are no famiglia around, and it hardly even rains. The air and our tails are always dry. Signorina, could you cut the chatter? I don't really feel like talking right now. What is that you got you so upset? Let's hear about it. Maybe I can help you. Okay, maybe it is Lapland. I made some mistakes. No, I should say I failed to do some things. Or rather, I trusted the wrong people. In any case, I let people down. Whatever, there's no way to solve my problems anyway. No. In Siracusa, no problems are unsolvable. If you can't untangle the rope, you can just cut it. If you can't unlock the chest, you can smash the lock with a hammer. There's a solution for every problem. Many times, all you need to do is change your perspective and screw up your courage. Then, you'll find that all the problems will resolve themselves. Are you speaking from experience? More than you can imagine. After all, before becoming a taxi driver, my main job was helping my best friend solve problems. Now, that was someone who knew how to get into trouble. So, claiming to be able to solve problems. Sounds like something the Famiglia would do. Then you've got me all wrong. This is a new place. The old ways do not apply, believe me. Look, everyone's full of energy. Everyone's full of love. And also, everyone's wearing a festive mask. How fun. Sometimes I really wonder what are hiding behind these masks. I don't understand what you're saying. It's simple. Wearing a mask imposed on you can make it hard to breathe. Many times you actually know what to do. The answer is right there, crystal clear. It's just that, for various reasons, we refuse to face it. But if it could make things easier for yourself, then why not? Sorry, but could you stop for a second? The driver steps on the brake. She doesn't know why, but Irini has the feeling that from the moment she got in the car, the driver has been waiting for this exact instruction. She even catches a glimpse of the driver's bright smile in the rearview mirror. I'm not going to the tracker's camp. I want to go somewhere else. Look at her, it's Lapland! I'm always so happy to see her. She just makes me happy. Your wish is my command. Alright, well, We're going for PV2 after, which will be our last thingy for today. Just saying. Short stream today, as I said. But yeah, at that point we'll be at like 3-hour mark, which sounds right. Yeah. November 6th, 1100, 10:15 p.m. Oh! I hope maybe in this side story this guy finally dies. That would be pretty bonkers. I would kinda love that. I would enjoy that. Your timing is impeccable, Dimitri. I just opened a bottle of wine. Did you do it? What? Don't play dumb with me. That car accident that has left Leon fighting for his life. Don't tell me you know nothing about it. Calm down, Demetri. You followed Bernardo all these years, yet it seems his wisdom never rubbed off on you. I don't like being accused of something I didn't do, and more importantly, I don't like it when a man who needs something from me carries himself like that. Tell me everything you know. No. That accident? I don't know any more about it than you do. Oh, yeah. But I want to tell you a story. A story I don't tell very often. A very personal story. So please pipe down and listen well, alright? A long time ago, I had a fratello. We had a great relationship. We grew up together, sharing some of the dumbest moments of youth. However, over time, a rift started to grow between us. I started learning to manage the family business and understand the rules of Syracuse, but my fratello sadly wasn't interested in any of that. He was interested in Victorian literature, Latvian music, and Syracusan plays. He spent most of his time in those silly theaters. The year I first took over the family business, I found his corpse in our parking lot. When I found him, I was enraged. I knew he was offending people, saying stupid things. I could have taken revenge, but I let it go. Do you know why? Because you were a cold-blooded mafioso? Haha, I take no offense to your crudeness, but that's not quite the right answer. It's so simple. For many people misunderstand the meaning of famiglia. Mafiosi are not duty-bound to each other. They invest in each other and must work hard to protect those investments. Those with a common purpose and the determination to stand together can truly call themselves mafiosi. The moment my fratello chose a different path, he was no longer an associate of my famiglia. What are you trying to say? I do not like to debate with other people. Business is all about finding mutual understanding. If you truly care about avenging your fratello, you should go to City Hall and ask for their help. Here, with me. It's strictly business. Well, that's about all the time I have now. My calendar is all booked up. I have to go meet a client. I will handle the matter with Leon. It has nothing to do with you. Don't let me catch you stepping over the line. Alberto passes a row of wine racks and returns to the long testing table. He hates to be late, but sometimes with certain clients, you have to make them wait for just a little bit. You're a tough woman to meet, Signorina Lavazza. If memory serves, I've seen several invitations, sent several invitations to you in the past. Even getting you to show up here today was a big surprise. I know why you're here. You want to hand over the truck that caused the accident, along with its cargo to me. Yes, that's correct. Transferring your own issue into an issue between the Famiglia. That's smart. And that's why I have to say no. But Alberto, why? This thing has nothing to do with Famiglia Saluzzo. I'm sure you know the City Hall has been watching us closely, ever since the thing in Volsini. Why would we want to poke the bear now? But this is a rare opportunity for you, no? It's just in just a year's time, almost every major district in Nuovo Volsini will have a Venezia trucking sales center or repair station. But if you have evidence that shows they are smuggling contraband, you can negotiate with them, or you could hand it over to City Hall to smooth things over. Whichever options you choose, it will work out well for you. Am I wrong? All I need to do is ensure that the Truckers Union does not get involved with the events that occurred last night. That should be too hard for you. Why did you choose the Saluzzos? I beg your pardon? The Medics investment firm, the Velluti pharmacies, the Genovese's sugar mills, the Rocca steel factories. There are countless families that have entered Nuova Volsini by way of their front business. You have many different opinions. To me, they are all the same. As truck drivers just want to find new lives in this new city. We can't make sense of it all, nor do we care to. We do not care what happened in the Grey Hall, which Famiglia have gotten stronger, which have gotten weaker, etc. Why would you want to poke the bear? It's pretty funny thing to say in a setting where that means specifically a bear person. Yeah. Why would you want to poke the Russian as a turn-on phrase? Yeah, that is funny. Which is why my answer is so important to you. I grew up in Sicilia. I haven't seen my parents since I was a child. The manager of a supermarket took me in when I was about 10 years old. He already had a daughter, but he treated me like his second one. A little over a year ago, one of the smaller local families set fire to our supermarket over a very minor dispute. As a result, my little sister contracted oropathy. Yeah, we already heard this story. Later, I heard that small famiglia was completely wiped out by another larger famiglia that had entered Sicilia, simply because they refused to cede their territory. That larger famiglia name? Saluzzo. That's the only connection we have to the famiglia. That's why, when I got desperate, I thought of the Saluzzos. Okay, we haven't heard that part of the story. I only have one small request. Tell me. Hope that in the future, the Truckers Union will be able to do some favors for Saluzzo Vino. Favors that only the Union can provide. Say no. I really hope we get to kill this guy. Oh, fucking hate Alberto so much. No. I think you got it as wrong. Okay, good. Good answer. You get the bargaining chip, and in return, you help us solve a problem. That sounds like a fair trade, right? The Trucks Union will no longer have any dealings with Famiglia Venezia, and it won't establish any kind of relationship with Famiglia Saluzzo. You can't... Alberto does not reply. Erini shakes her head forcefully. She will not let her mind get carried away. You're running short on time, Signorina Lavazza. You just told me the Syracusan story. A good story at that. So when you choose to solve things in the Syracusan way, you must remember, the minute you take a seat at the table, many things are out of your control. Alberta opens another bottle of wine. He pours the wine into decanter and waits for it to breathe in the air. A graceful gesture. Irene notices that he's no longer looking at her. Signor Saluzzo. Speak. Tomorrow, I'll show you where we have stashed the track. November 7th, 100. I always start with 100. No, it's 1,100. I always... Like, it happened multiple times. Not always. It happened multiple times. 2:45 p.m. We're almost there. The port of Nova Volsini is straight ahead. Whoa. What's wrong, Noemi? You've been here before. I kinda love Noemi's design. Do you ever get a funny feeling when you come here? What? What I mean is, every time I come here, I don't know where I should stand. I always feel like I'm in the way. Thanks to Columbia's nomadic city construction technology, Nuova Volsini combines 12 large blades, combining 12 large blades, still boasts a speed far surpassing that of other cities in Siracusa. And the port of Nuova Volsini, located on the city's outer plate, occupies over 1/10 of the city's usable landmass. That's large. A faint vibration arises from beneath Noemi's feet. The sound of cargo land ships. From other cities docking with the support layers. It is steady and soothing, like the beating of a strong, healthy heart. On the ground, containers stretch out like mountains, with trucks moving through the valleys between them. Cargo is being transferred from the support layer by crane or for sorting, then transported by truck to various parts of the city. Noemi still remembers the day Nuova Volsini commenced operations. Signora Cecilia sent out a citywide message expressing her hopes and dreams for the new city. This is the freight hub of Siracusa, the engine that shall power the nation's future. Noemi, we are very busy today. I wanted you to wait in the office. You are the one who insisted on following me here. I may still be in training, but I can help out. Maybe I can even crack the case. Well, I only started in this job 3 months before you. Neither of us is all that experienced. Papa wants me to settle into this job quickly. It's a decent profession, and serving as a police officer means I'll be able to protect my family's pizzeria. Okay. You already said all that stuff to us on your first day of the job. Come on, kid. Don't you have any tact at all? Alright, let's get back to work. There are a total of 56 repair stations across the city's 12 plates, and the other officers are checking them one by one. We have already dispatched a unit to the tracker camp as well. The port of Nuova Volsini is the last place left. Almost all of the box trucks conduct business at this port. But finding one truck in this huge place is searching for a needle in a haystack. A fitting analog, but a bit exaggerated. We've got to get a move on, or we'll be here past sundown. Let's start here. You go east, and I'll go west. Remember, we're looking for trucks with the sign of damage. Don't overlook a single dent, ding, scrape, or scratch. Got it. Sounds of damage, sounds of damage. How are there this many trucks in the city? Nemi moves through the sea of vehicles. Very busy tracker drivers and workers occasionally pass by, but no one spares her a second glance or thought. This isn't right. If someone had been in an accident, why would they stash the damaged truck in such a conspicuous place? Wait, what are those tarps covering up over there? Have you found anything on your end? Oh, not yet. What's wrong? Did you get lost already? I told you to have your coffee this morning. I don't drink coffee. It's too bitter. Not when you dunk a donut or two. Come on, let's stay focused on the task at hand. I know the truck we are looking for is hidden around here somewhere. Get over here, quickly. November 7th, 3:15 p.m. Let me check the previous date. Or like time. This is 2:45. This is 3:15. So just like a little bit later. Half an hour. You hit the truck in the port of Nuova Volsini? My guy picked up the goods here. He was only halfway out of the city when the accident happened. It happened so suddenly. He was too afraid to drive the truck over to Famiglia Venezia or back to the tracker camp. The truck's cabin got all busted up. The damage was far too noticeable, so he had to turn back. He drove back to the sport, the place he knows best. What exactly is the truck? Over there. Where, I guess. Where exactly, not what exactly. That's the place where all the floats are parked. Floats? These giant floats are modeled after the mythical beasts from Syracusan legends. They are going to be a big surprise for the carnival. City Hall spent nearly 6 months preparing them. They will lead the carnival parade across the central avenue and through the entire city, under the gaze of all the citizens. They will bring the festive atmosphere to its peak. The port officials have covered them with a tarp. It's not as to not ruin the surprise. The driver hit the truck under the tarp? Yes, Sommer disguised it as one of the floats. I'm not sure exactly which truck it is. Wait for me here. I'll go talk to the dispatcher. Intense music started. Why are all the floats moving all of a sudden? Signora Lavazza, are you going to check on each and every float? You don't think that's a bit much? No, I'm not going to. The crane's mechanical arm tears apart the tarps, and the carnival floats begin rolling out, one by one. The bizarre, gigantic beasts are exposed to the daylight, starting the grand parade ahead of schedule. Before Irene can even react, thick black smoke begins to rise at the end of the procession. Okay. Well, that's unideal, isn't it? And unnerved, as if unnerved by the sunlight, one of the floats bursts into flames. It is the wolf, one of the legendary deities born of the wilderness. When the twin moons are high, the wolves sneak into Syracusan's dreams, invoking their primal nature and teaching them to survive. This wolf is a symbol of Syracusa, its mysterious legend, its long, bloody history, and the limitless future that this new city holds. But now the deity is bathed in flames, and Syracusa's future is slowly turning to ash. What's going on? Noemi, tell the workers to put out the fire, now. I'm on it. Wait, look at that float. Doesn't look like it's been in an accident. You mean this is the truck we've been looking for? And the one that hit the acting mayor? The fire is getting out of control. If we wait for them to put it out, there will be nothing left. You think the fire was accidental? I just think hiding the truck among the parade floats, then setting it on fire all just to destroy the evidence? That's both too complicated and blatant. Or maybe that's what they want. It's a message, a provocation. The fire completely engulfs the float, its flickering flames making it appear as though it were alive. The onlookers can almost hear the towering wolf, ablaze, roaring in the inferno. A gust of wind blows through, carrying the thick smoke, which spreads like dark clouds, enveloping the entire city. Suddenly, Noemi thinks to herself, maybe being a police officer is harder than it looks. Oh. Hello. Hi. What a huge fire. It's hard to make out whose likeness the burnt wolf was modeled after. You? Me? Zaro? Or Agnes? Not any one of us. Humans can never imagine something beyond their cognition. They are all too fragile, always covered by fear. Perhaps to them, all uncivilized life forms are like this, baring their teeth full of menace. Regardless of how they created this image, they clearly put a lot of effort into it. It's a shame that it was burned like this. Your wolf pup isn't around. There's no need to act so benevolent. She doesn't know your identity, nor the truth behind the conflict. Yet she almost helped you win with this round of the game. There's no more shameless Signora De Lupi than you, Caesar. No. Project Red, my dear girl, her hunting skills were subpar, much less so under the influence of humans. Oh, shit, I punched my mic. Okay, so this is Project Red's wolf buddy. Gotcha. Well, I was definitely expecting Project Red to appear in this one. I also am expecting Crownslayer to appear. Victory was far beyond her grasp. Zaro's Fang was not killed by her. Agnes' Fang has been weakened, but still lives. And you, Vargo. In the first round of the game, your wolf pup hit all too well. Red couldn't even pick up his scent. I remember you once told me that this was the most satisfying choice you've made among our countless rounds of games. Was your wolf pup lying low waiting for the others to fight to the death so it can jump out of hiding and claim victory? The wilderness has always been this way, has it not? Vargo, did you really think the others can see through your disguise? What if I already know where your wolf pup is hiding? Grandmother? Yeah. I know Project Red did talk about grandmother at some point. Anyways, fuck, okay. Interesting. We'll be ending it here. Short stream. But yeah. Will be... Translator for the record is from Ursus. And Reprobra. Right. Okay. Makes sense. I see. Alright. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Tomorrow we'll be continuing. Most likely, I must say, in the following week, if you don't know, the tournament in the Stronghold is happening next. Wait, actually, is it Friday or Saturday? I kinda got no idea. However, to that point, we might just have some, like, you know, we'll be probably at some points playing some Stronghold with my team. We didn't, like, plan anything yet, because we kinda just today got our 4th teammate. But yeah, in the following week, there will probably be few Stronghold streams. Or maybe not, we will see how it works out for everyone. And then obviously the tournament. Okay, you know what, I will check when it is, because, you know, I need to, like, promote it well. I don't need to, it's not my job, but I want to, because I'm kinda excited for it. Where is it? Information. It's May 22nd, which is Friday. But it's a 2-day thing, just so you know. It's kind of complicated, I'll be honest. I'm not, like, super sure I understand. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a multiple day thing, because it's like there are 3 rounds, and there's apparently, like, quite a lot of people who were interested. So it's gonna be like, yeah. I'm very excited. But yeah, I still am also excited in continuing the story. So, you know, just if it happens so that all of us have time, we'll be playing Stronghold instead of story. But if just they don't have time, I'll be continuing the story, which, you know, they won't. Not at least for the whole time. Whatever, okay, you know what? I'll just do something. But yeah, that will be it for today. Let me go. Well, let me go leave, I guess. Alright, well, tomorrow I'll be streaming again at noon Central European summertime, and we will actually basically definitely play at least a bit of the side story, and maybe then possibly, but probably not, swap to Stronghold. I don't think tomorrow will work out for everyone. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and bye!